Good morning to all of you. Today we are starting our next topic under coming to this reducing agents, that is diboron or BH3, boron hydrides. So guys, that is your next reducing agents. It is generally also a powerful reagents, also stereo selective reagents. It's affecting only a few functional group actually. Okay, so by donating H negative ions. Generally, the BH3 is not remaining in these phases. It is also available in the dimer phase. This is known as the B2H6 or diborons. Okay, that is behaving like a very powerful reagents. Why they are available in their dimer phase? You very well known about that one, because the borons having a vacant orbitals, and this vacant orbitals is participating in overlapping with the another boron filled orbitals, and they showing a 3-center 2 electron bonds. So that is known as the dimer phase of the BH3. So what is the nature of BH3? If you are comparing BH3 with sodium boron hydride NaBH4, so NaBH4 is behaving like a nucleophiles, they donating H negatives. Here BH3 is also donating H negatives, but due to the available of this vacant orbitals, so they behaving like to be a, because here the one vacant orbital here is behaving like to be a electrophiles. So here the BH3 is behaving like to be a electrophile. How does BH3 is prepared? The BH3 is generally prepared by the reactions of trifluoroborans with sodium boron hydrides. It is a general preparation method for the boron, that is BF3.OET2 oxides. So here it is reduced by or reacting with NaBH4 at a controlled conditions. So here the all F is removed by these hydrogens and F combined with the another ones. So they giving you BH3. So that is the preparation methods of this reducing agent. The properties of this reducing agent BH3. The BH3 is generally available in this phase, or we say the BH3 always just selling in the form of a complex BH3 and PHF, or we say BH3 is also available in other organic solvent is also here. Okay, so generally the BH3 solution is available in their complex form. Here the tetrahydrofurans are available in which BH3 is dissolved, and we are going to, if the any industrial fields is applying a BH3, so they are purchasing BH3. So BH3 is available in their solution form, THF. Okay, or generally we are using pyridine is also in case of organic solution we are using pyridine. So that is the general properties. What is another properties? The BH3 is generally react with the water as well as air. Especially when the boron is react with air or water, they becomes easily catch fire. Okay, so if you are performing any experiments related to that BH3 or diborons, so first of all we secure that positions with air as well as the water. So these are the special properties of the BH3. Generally the BH3 is helping to the reducing of any aldehyde compounds except acids or acid chloride or acid chlorides. Generally these compounds are not able to convert, BH3 is not able to convert any nitro groups. Okay, अगर आप बात करते हैं नाइट्रो ग्रुप की कन्वर्ट करने की, so BH3 is not able to convert this nitro groups or as well as the acyl chloride groups. So these reaction is not take place in the case of BH3. Why? Due to the available of this electron withdrawing groups. So due to this available of the electron withdrawing groups, we are not able to easily reduce this compound. NO2 not able to convert into NH2, and COCl is not able to convert into COH. This reaction is not take place. But if you are talking about the another functional groups like ketone, acids, okay, so these groups are capable to convert, or these groups are easily converted by into this alcoholic groups by using the BH3. So BH3 is only a stereo selective reducing agent. So guys, I am performing some reactions. I am showing you some reactions by taking this example, and its mechanism is also. So suppose if you are taking that is general example COH aldehyde groups, So here we are taking BH3. You know that is a BH3 having a vacant orbitals. So first of all, this oxygen's lone pair electron is attract toward this vacant orbitals and giving you a complex that is C double bond O H and BH3 forming a complex here. Okay, so oxygen is carrying charge, positive charge. This lone pair of electron is moving toward this oxygen. At the same time, H taking its electron in the form of negative and attacking on this carbon, because oxygen is partial negative and carbon is partial positive. That's why BH3 is behaving like a nucleophile, because they electrophile as well as nucleophile. In that condition, when the boron have 4 bonds, they behave like a nucleophile because they are giving H negative ions. So which type of complex structure we are getting? We are getting C. This bond is moving outside. Is O, B, H, H. One H is here and one H is here. The same as well as we are again have developed a vacant orbital. So this reactions is repeating at least how many times? How many hydrogen is available? Hydride available 1 to 2 times more. Okay, but generally we are going for the hydrolysis. Hydrolysis is H positive and OH negative. So the bond is decomposed from this side. Oxygen is negative and boron is positive. So the negative part is moving toward this boron and positive part is moving toward this negative. Then we are getting a very important compound, that is alcoholic compound, that is CH2OH. That is CH2O or H. So here the whole aldehyde compound is converting into this alcoholic compound. It means the BH3 or a boron hydride type of reducing agents is generally affecting the carbonyl groups. Then we are talking about the stereoselectivity. So see guys, in case of the stereoselectivity, if 2 type of functional group is available in any compounds, 2 type means just like this one. One acidic group is here and one is ester group is here. So if we are talking about this reducing power of BH3, so BH3 is only affecting this acidic groups, not to be this esteric groups. Okay, so here the BH3 is affecting this esteric groups, but in the presence of THF as well as 50 degrees Celsius temperature, because it is very difficult to reduce by BH3. Which groups? Acidic group is also. So at the critical conditions, they are able to reduce this acidic group very slowly. So if the acidic group is converting into this alcoholic group OET, that is the CH2 and OH, is not affecting to this esteric group. Another example, suppose if you are talking about the cyclic compounds having 2 functional groups, this is OO, this one is ester and that one is acidic groups. So if you are taking BH3 in the same conditions, tetrahydrofuran as well as the minus 15 degrees Celsius, so BH3 is only affecting this acidic group. It is a chemoselectivity. It is a chemoselectivity is affecting or selected to a particular functional groups is capable or reduced by BH3. So they giving you a such type of compounds CH2 and OH, ester remaining as well as same. Okay. So that is a chemoselectivity. This is known as your chemoselectivity. So that is a example of the chemoselectivity. But we are also showing you some another reactions in which they are showing some another chemical properties. I am taking one examples having a 2 different functional groups and see the which type of product is formed in this reactor. Suppose if we are taking examples of a ester, this one is COOH group and this one is COO methyl groups. This one is a specific compounds, is a methyl groups. This one is hydrogen. So here we are going for the reduction with BH3 also, and the another side we are going the reductions with the another reducing agent like LiBH4. So which type of reaction is taking place? The BH3 is only capable to affect the acidic groups, not able to affect this ester group. So what happened here? Here the ester remain as well as same, and this acidic group is converting into alcoholic groups. This methyl is toward the observer and hydrogen is away from the observer, and here it is converting into the CH2 and O and H. Okay guys, but see here which type of reaction is take place. This one is ester, double bond O and Et. This lone pair of electrons is attacking on this carbon. This electron is moving that direction. It is an intramolecular bonding is take place here. Okay, so in the next structure, this one is Me and that one is H. Okay, this one is carbon. This O is form a bond with this carbon. Here OET remain as well as same. This single bond is converting, double bond is converting into this single bond. One H is here. O carrying with charge, positive charge. Again, this O electrons is moving inside and OET moving outside. OET is behaving like a good leaving group. So we are getting a structure. The structure is O double bond O. That is Me and that one is H. Okay. So we are getting that compounds. Cyclic compound is there. It's a kind of lactones. So what happens if LiBH4 is affecting? So in that case, what happens if LiBH4 affecting? So LiBH4 is only affecting to this ester group. It's not able to affect this carboxylic groups. So here ester is converting into a this one. This one is Me. Another one is H. So the another group is affecting to this one is converting into this. This one is CH2 and this one is O and H. See guys, this is the carboxylic groups. The same as here, the oxygen lone pair is behaving like to be a nucleophile. It's attacking on this carbon. Electron is going this side. The another structures we are getting here. This one is Me towards the observer. This one is H. Carbon O negative. OH is also here. Here the O is form an intramolecular bond this carbon. This is O form a bond and one hydrogen is here carrying a positive charge. Again same thing. This negative charge is moving inside and OH moving outside. Here H is also moving outside. So guys, you are getting another compound MC. What is the difference? O, Me towards the observer, H away from the observer, that is a. So guys, what is the difference between this A compound and B compound? What is the difference between this A compound as well as this B compound? If we are going to differentiate the Me having towards the observer, H is away from the observer, and both are mirror image of each other. They both are mirror image of each other, and we are saying we are getting enantiomer. Enantiomers. So what does it mean? They are stereoselective product or reagents. They are chemoselective, so it's okay. But yet they are chemoselective as well as they behaving like a stereoselective. तो यहाँ पे आपका chemoselective तो आपको मिला ही मिला, साथ में क्या मिला? Stereo. तो आपको कैसी स्टीरियो केमिस्ट्री चाहिए? It's depend upon the nature of reducing agent. In the same compound, the reduction is take place. One is giving you such type of compounds, the another will giving you such type of compounds, and then you both behaving like to be a enantiomer. It is a stereoselective reaction. So that is a stereochemistry in case of BH3 and LiBH4. Especially we are talking about the BH3 compounds. Okay. See, so that is a very good example of the stereoselectivity. I am giving you another example that is also a very good example of the stereoselective reactions, or we say stereospecific reaction. So here, by using the different kinds of reducing agents, so suppose we have a compound. Okay, so we have one compound. I am giving you that the compound is double bond O, SO3 and H. sulfonic compound is here. In the first kind of reactions, we are adding BH3, and you know it's always present in tetrahedrofuran. Here the main solvent we are adding CH2Cl2 at 75 degrees Celsius. Instead of CH2Cl2, here we are using same BH3 in the presence of THF, but here we are using CeCl3, cesium chloride, at 15 degrees Celsius. It is a kind of this stereoselective reactions. Guys, when you are adding BH3 in the presence of CH2Cl2, that part is reducing and we are getting a very specific product, that is, we are getting the whole ketone is converting into OH, and the sulfonic group is available from this backside. Okay? So, simultaneously we are also getting OH as well as SO3H. They both are, what is the difference in between them? They having the same molecular formula but different in their orientation, that is known as a diastereomer. Diastereomers. When the reaction is take place in the presence of dichloromethane, at that time you are getting a different combinations of different ratios of this compound. Here we are getting 87% that compounds and 15% such type of compounds. But what happened in case of cesium chloride, the cesium chloride forming a chelation with ketone as well as sulfonic group. Okay, when here the cesium chloride trichloride is forming a chelation or bond with the sulfonic and carbonyl groups, the rate or the concentration of this product is reverse. At that time you are getting OH, SO3H 90%, or you are getting SO3H and OH 10%. That is a selectivity. If you require a such type of diastereomer or trans, generally that is trans, so we are using dichloromethane. But if you require, I hope so it is if it is you require the different types of, sorry, it is a 90%, 99%, and that one is 1%, or we say this is 90%, that one is 10%. If suppose you require the trans type of products, so you are using dichloromethanes, but if you require a cis type of product, so you are just using cesium trichloride. What is the properties change in between them? CH2Cl2 is not able to form a chelation or a complex with certain kind of functional group, so they easily convert into such kind of a diastereomer in which trans getting 87 and cis getting 15%. But after adding the cesium trichlorides, the cesiums having unit Leuchase reagent, we already taught you. This Leuchase type of reagent is forming a complex or chelation with sulfonic and ketone group. So at that time you are getting a 90% cis and 10% trans type of diastereomer. So that is a which type of reaction? This is known as a stereoselective. आपको क्या चाहिए उसके बेस पे आप कंपाउंड को सेलेक्ट करके रिएजेंट्स का यूज करते हैं. दैट इज नोन एज अ स्टीरियोसेलेक्टिव रिएक्शन. सो नोट इट डाउन. In the next one, another reaction of the BH3 we having compounds and that is pH. The another one is COOET. This compound is also participating in chemical reactions. Here we are adding BH3 and we are using a different kinds of solvent, BH3 and THF. Okay, so here the BH3 and THF is able to convert these ketonic groups not into alcohol. They're totally removing this ketonic group from here if it is available in any hetero compound, if it is available nearest to any hetero compounds. So you are getting the main product is yours, that is PH, and you know BH3 is not affecting to this S3 groups, it's remain as well as same, and here we are getting 2 hydrogen. So that is also a reduction process in which the reductions of ketones take place easily, and that compound is able to convert into this certain kind of this compound. So that is the function of the BH3. But what happened, the BH3 is capable to convert any epoxide into this alcohol is also. We having a lots of example. These examples are also a good example of stereoselective, like I am giving you. This one is the compounds. Here this O is a oxirane type of compounds. Okay, here is the pH is also available. If you are adding BH3, so in the presence of THF, so BH3 is easily decomposed to certain kind of rings and giving you a specific product, that is pH. The ring is open, one H is going here, one H is going here. So this O is converting OH and this one is H, is the alcohol. Okay. So but it is not capable to convert any acyl group as well as the nitro groups. But the other groups are easily convertible or reduced by the BH3. But in case of the acidic group, the acidic group is also creating a lots of difficulties convert into alcoholic group. But that time we required more temperature as well as a specific reagents. But if we are talking about the another group, they are easily interconvertible. So that is the nature of the BH3. So here we are using chemoselectivity, stereoselectivity. Which kind of product we will be required is depend upon the nature of solvent and the nature of the functional groups. So guys, that's all for the day. We have done our boron compound is also those who are participating as a good reducing agent in your different kinds of chemical reaction. Thank you.